What is up, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Tekkit How-To Beginner's Guide. So in today's episode, we'll be going over how to craft an extractor, as well as how to make bronze tools so that we can pick up machines that we previously placed without breaking them. The extractor will help us maximize our rubber content. So to start out the episode, I think we'll go ahead and make the bronze tool first. What you're going to need is at least 3 copper ores and 1 tin ore. Then you're going to want to come over to the machines we created before, the generator. Place your coal in there so that the generator will start to get a charge. Then we're going to put our copper ore in there first. This will give us 6 rather than 3 after we smelt it. While we're doing that, we'll go back in here and we'll actually create the rubber tabs that we're going to need for the extractor. So in the previous episode, if you remember, we were using a crafting table 2, which makes crafting items a lot easier. As you can see here, we have the tree tap it's called. We're going to need 5 of these, 4 of them to actually craft the extractor, and 1 to get out here and gather a little bit of saplings, I believe they're called. Let's take a look. To gather sticky resin, which we're going to use to create rubber. Okay, so I'm back now. What we're going to want to do is go over to our crafting table 2. I've already smelted, or I grinded the copper ore and the tin ore, and then those will combine to make bronze dust. I'm actually going to need a little more copper ore and tin ore, so I'll be right back with you. I apologize for that. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. What I needed was 3 more copper ore and 1 more tin ore, so total we need a total of 6 copper ore and 2 tin ore to do this. But while that's in there grinding, I thought I'd come out here and talk a little bit about the rubber trees. These type of rubber trees, as you can see, they're like a different color, and they have those little like yellow pieces sticking out of them. That's how you can identify a rubber tree. These can be found in woodland areas as well as swamp areas. They tend to spawn more in swamp areas, so if you come across a swampland, this is where you might want to look for these trees. With that said, we'll get back in here. Our ore should be done grinding. So we're going to head back over to our crafting table 2. We're going to then convert this into bronze dust. Now we have 8. We're going to want to put this in the furnace and let that smelt, which will then be turned into bronze ingots. Bronze tools are real nice. You tend to use a lot of iron to craft machines, like machine blocks. Basically all the machines in Tekkit, you need iron, so you don't want to use your iron. You can use your bronze tools not only to make a wrench to pick up those machines, but you can use them as a pickaxe like I have in my hand. And just overall for any tool you can make. I believe you can even make bronze armor, so you're going to want to hold on to your iron. Later in the game you'll get a bunch of iron, but in the beginning you're going to want to hold on to all your iron and make the least amount of iron tools as possible. So I'll take a quick break. When this is done smelting, we'll get back in there and get on with the video. Okay, now our bronze is done smelting. What you're going to need is 6 pieces. As you can see, we're going to need to create a wrench. And if you read the left-hand corner over there, it says the wrench allows you to rotate machines or quickly remove them. You can only remove machines such as these with a wrench. If you were to try to pick them up with a pickaxe, they would then turn into a machine block. But with that said, there is a probability that if you use a wrench on a machine that it may turn into a machine block also. It's a way less percentage, whereas if you use the pickaxe, it's no doubt going to return a machine block. Alright, so with that out of the way, we'll get on to making the actual extractor now. What you're going to need is 6 copper cable, 2 redstone, a machine block. It's supposed to be a refined iron ingot. I'll have to get a refined ingot real quick. We'll just use the whole stack. Then we'll walk over here to our crafting table 2. We will then have to make another circuit like we did in the previous video. After we craft the circuit, we'll click that. And as you can see, now we have our extractor there. We'll walk over here, place our extractor. We had that 1 piece of extra cable so that we could hook it up. Now with the extractor, it triples if you already use the tree tap on here and pull off this sapling, or what is this called again? The sticky resin. It then triples our rubber content. Normally, if you put a rubber into the furnace, you'll only get one rubber in return, which I'll let smelt. And then we'll come over here and we'll stick this one into the extractor so I can show the difference. As you can see, we only get one rubber in return for sticking it into the iron furnace, whereas if we stick it over here into the extractor, it takes a minute, and I'm sorry for the machine noise. Tekkit seems to be glitchy with the sounds, but anyways, it's done now. As you can see, we get 3 to 1, which is, added plus. I'll actually take a quick break and I'll show you what else, another tree that you can use. Or I believe I actually have it in my box here. There are other trees, they're real massive trees, they almost look like they have marijuana leaves on them. You can use these and stick these in the extractor also, which will then give you rubber, but unfortunately you only get one rubber per each log. The only other thing they're useful for, that log, that rubber wood log, is actually for sticks, so if you're having a hard time finding these trees after you've crafted an extractor, you can use them as a last resort, but I wouldn't recommend it. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave a comment below. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Too Cold, and I'm out. Peace.